Sexuality is the driving force behind the intricate machinery of the mind. We choose not randomly each other. We meet only those who already exist in our subconscious. None believes in his own death. In the unconscious, everyone is convinced of his own immortality. Words have a magical power. They can either bring the greatest happiness or the deepest despair. Most people do not really want freedom, because freedom involves responsibility, and most people are frightened of responsibility. Men are strong so long as they represent a strong idea. They become powerless when they oppose it. All family life is organized around the most damaged person in it. Knowledge is the intellectual manipulation of carefully verified observations. I have found little good about human beings in my experience. Most of them are trash. Not to know the past is to be in bondage to it, while to remember, to know, is to be set free. The only shame in masturbation is the shame of not doing it well. From error to error, one discovers the entire truth. The aim of psychoanalysis is to relieve people of their neurotic unhappiness, so that they can be normally unhappy. The pages of the mind's diary are filled with the ink of passionate desires. When inspiration does not come to me, I go halfway to meet it. Desire is the compass guiding the exploration of the uncharted territories of the self. If you want your wife to listen to you, then talk to another woman. She will be all ears. The only person with whom you have to compare ourselves is that you in the past, and the only person better you should be. This is who you are now. I became aware of my destiny to belong to the critical minority, as opposed to the unquestioning majority. Look into the depths of your own soul and learn first to know yourself. Then you will understand why this illness was bound to come upon you, and perhaps you will thenceforth avoid falling ill. When someone abuses me, I can defend myself, but against praise I am defenseless. A man who has been the indisputable favorite of his mother keeps for life the feeling of a conqueror. The sexual life of adult women is a dark continent for psychology. Were we fully to understand the reasons for other people's behavior, it would all make sense. Two hallmarks of a healthy life are the abilities to love and to work. Each requires imagination. Where they love, they do not desire, and where they desire, they do not love. Children are completely egoistic. They feel their needs intensely and strive ruthlessly to satisfy them. The heartbeat of the mind is synchronized with the rhythm of our unspoken passions. In the theater of dreams, sexuality takes on the role of both actor and playwright. A woman should soften but not weaken a man. The mind is like an iceberg. It floats with 1/7 of its bulk above water. To be completely honest with oneself is the very best effort a human being can make. The unconscious of one human being can react upon that of another without passing through the conscious. Love in the form of longing and deprivation lowers the self-regard. Dogs love their friends and bite their enemies, quite unlike people who are incapable of pure love and always have to mix love and hate. A father's death is the most important event, the more heartbreaking and poignant loss in a man's life. Whoever loves becomes humble. Those who love have, so to speak, pawned a part of their narcissism. When a man is freed of religion, he has a better chance to live a normal and wholesome life. Dreams are often most profound when they seem the most crazy. Illusions commend themselves to us because they save us pain and allow us to enjoy pleasure instead. The liberty of the individual is no gift of civilization. It was greatest before there was any civilization. We are never so defenseless against suffering as when we love. Civilization began the first time an angry person passed a word instead of a rock. Flowers are restful to look at. They have neither emotions nor conflicts. If you want to endure life, prepare yourself for death. Being entirely honest with oneself is a good exercise. The behavior of a human being in sexual matters is often a prototype for the whole of his other modes of reaction in life. Men are more moral than they think and far more immoral than they can imagine.